for today's Jamboree matchup between the Falcons and Turks. My name is Dan Ballard. I'm here along with my co-host Brian Atkinson. Brian, how are you today?
We have been on the air.
Too long, my friend. And over on the board, I see over yonder, socially distanced, their executive producer, Diamond Dave Moon. Dave, how are you? All right. Yes, it has been. Now, it's good to know, guys, we've actually entered the fall season. We're in the fall sports season. It's the middle of February, but we're in the fall season, right, Brian? Can you help me make sense of that?
I don't think there's what's going on out there.
This last year has made no sense. There's no sense even trying to make sense of something you can't make sense of.
How special is this for these young guys?
It is. You know, it's taken a lot of work to get to this point. It really has. And we're very thankful. For I guess we need to remind ourselves, be thankful for what we have and not for what we don't have. I do want to, before we go too much further, I want to do a shout out to Mr. Sifferman, our athletic director. He has put just an amazing amount of work in getting today to happen. Not only to kind of pull this jamboree together last minute, but getting it so that fans can be in the stands, the check-in attestations. It's just a lot of work for just a handful of people that are able to be here today over the stands. We're looking across, and we've got immediate family parents of the athletes are the only ones that are allowed to be here today. But I just want to give a shout out to him. He's done an amazing job. So Brian, what are we looking for here? What do we expect here today? What do we expect to come out of today? What are you looking for?
Well, you're just as young athletes, you need to get out before the season starts, and you need to just test your system, check your processes, see where you're at as a team, and just make sure that your system is working. The offensive plays are working, how to run the defensive plays are working, how the plays get in. Get the kids acclimated to playing football again.
Right.
You don't want to make those decisions you don't want to have to be fixing things in the middle of a game. I mean, this is everything from pregame, locker room, when do you go out to when do your kickers and punters go out to warm up? How do you prep for the game so that when you get to game time, you're not worried about who's where, who's doing what, kids know where to go, and they're focusing on what really matters, which is what is my job, what am I supposed to do? Let's go play some football.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I was here. Dave and I got here early today, and we're actually the Turks took the field quite a bit earlier than Meridian did, and they were just going like that's some basic thing. How do we line up? What arm we put our helmet underneath when we're doing the flag salute, and things like that. It's just simple things, but getting an opportunity to do that. And they haven't been practicing that long. Again, that's why some of you might say, well, why isn't this a game today? Why aren't we playing a game? I had a good buddy of mine say, well, why don't they just play a game? Well, they don't have enough practices yet for this to be a sanctioned game. So today truly is a jamboree, and that term is something Brian, when they said the term jamboree, it brought to me memories of when our kids were very young, and you had 4 teams and you played a quarter, and then you switched, kind of had a round robin type of thing, and you got a chance to have 3 little mini games in one afternoon. But today's just 2 teams today, but that's the same kind of format I think we're going to have. We'll find out for sure, but the coach, we're going to talk maybe 10 snaps on one side and then 10 snaps on the other side, and kind of alternating back and forth. So we'll just kind of have to see how that goes.
And it's not so much about the score. And yeah, the kids care about the score, so
right.
do the parents, and so do we on TurkPride.tv. Okay, I'm a shameless homer.
Hashtag Turks first.
Hashtag Turks first, baby. Okay, but we are. I can't tell you, on a sidebar before we get going, I can't tell you how excited I am to be back. It has been
too long.
Over a year since we have been back on the air. I believe our last broadcast was a wrestling, the all-day wrestling invitational in January of last year.
It was funny you should say that, because Dave brought up when he brought the computer up. Dave, wasn't that what you saw there? Was the title screen from the wrestling tournament? So you're right, Brian. That was the last broadcast that TurkPride.tv had, was back in year ago January, over a year. We're here in middle February now. So anyway, so that's how it's going to go. We're in the Emerald Sound Conference this year. So new conference, new teams. We'll get a chance to do that. There will be a total of 5 games this year. There will be 3 home and 2 away, I believe, is how the schedule has worked itself out, plus this Jamboree here. So it looks like the participants are ready to take the field. And like I said, now we do want to apologize in advance to both our Hometown Turk fans and to the fans from Meridian. We'd like to welcome the fans from Meridian if you are here with us today. We were not provided rosters of the players today, and the Turks are wearing their practice unis, so they don't have numbers on them. So please bear with us, but we don't have names of the participants, but we'll certainly call out numbers and recognize good plays and things that the kids are doing great today. I don't know, Dave. That's a good question. Dave asked, why are the Turks in their practice unis today? Brian, do you know why that would be? Mom didn't want to do laundry, or
it's logistics.
Yeah, I guess.
It really is.
It's not a big deal.
You make a decision like, okay, we're going to be all dressed up and ready to roll in our game unis now.
Yep.
This is.
All right, so it looks like, I think we're ready to get started. Brian, sorry I didn't cut you off, but it looks like they're going to allow, the coaches are going to be able to be on the field, it looks like, to help with the play calling. The Turks are going to be on offense first, and they're starting right at the 50-yard line here, so playing half of field.
A lot of good storylines out there.
And here we go, and away we go. First play of the fall football season. Hand off over the right side, and pretty much no gain on that, so tackled by a host of players for the Trojans. And again, for the fans that are joining us from Meridian, we do welcome you here to TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan athletics. So the visiting Trojans are in their road whites, and the hometown Turks in their navy blue.
And I apologize to the Brian's bunch out there that follow us on YouTube and Google that I can't chat with you today.
But we'll have that set up next week. Next, Brian.
we have our regulars, the Derek Bargmans and the Foxes of the world, that are always there and always talking to me.
Hand off up the middle again, and pretty much the same result stacked up immediately there by the Trojans. Third down, yes. But we want to give you the opportunity to subscribe. If you like the program, now again, we realize we're just getting started, but we guarantee we have. We like to call this sports entertainment, or I like to call this sports entertainment. We give you the sports, but we like to have fun along the way. So hit that subscribe button if you like what you're hearing, because we really do appreciate it, and it helps us here.
I'll just say hit the subscribe button even if you don't like
it. If you don't like it.
We need the revenue.
We need the revenue, that's right. Well, it's a shameless plug, right? All right. It's third down and about 11 for the Turks. Rolling back to pass, under pressure. They're going to go ahead and then throw it. It's caught. And he's down the field. He's at the 20. Gets still on his feet down about inside the 15-yard line. And I want to make note there. So it looks like, Brian, that they came to an agreement. They weren't going to sack the quarterbacks. The quarterback had pressure, and the defensive player pulled up and didn't go after the quarterback. So it looks like they've agreed that if they get pressure on the quarterbacks, the quarterbacks are kind of off limits today.
And they're going to start over.
And start over again. So
something happened there.
We had a penalty.
They stopped the play because he would have been sacked.
Yes. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, that makes more sense. Because the player would have been sacked, and that pass would never have happened. Okay, that makes more sense.
But it's still a great play. Execution's always a good thing.
So it must be kind of a two-hand touch on the quarterback. If you get to the quarterback and do a two-hand touch, he's down, but they're not going to actually tackle the quarterback.
So they're going to go. Well,
fourth down, 4th and 12 from the 48-yard line. Hand off on the left side, breaks a couple of tackles, and gets back over the original line of scrimmage. And see if they're going to continue. I think they're going to start with probably a new set of downs. Okay, the Turks are going to get a new set of downs. And I'm not sure exactly how many. I talked with Coach Murphy, one of their assistant coaches before the game. Wasn't quite sure because they hadn't ironed out all the details between the coaches as far as how the format of this was going to go. But obviously the Turks are starting on offense. They had their first offensive series there and were stopped short on the 4th and 12. And they come up to the line. And the snap. Hand off over the left side. Gets past the line of scrimmage, up for a short gain of about 3. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Turks. from about the 46-yard line of the Trojans.
See, they softened them up the middle now, and then they're going to start, that's a...
Hit them on the outside.
Yeah, that's about gain of about 4 yards on that. So...
And what's turned out to be a nice day this afternoon. We had some rain initially. It was cold, and but now the sun's come out. It's actually beautiful out there. Beautiful day, especially mid-February, to play some football. I'm not sure. I didn't think I would ever say playing football in mid-February, but we are playing football in mid-February.
Are you ready for some football?
The Super Bowl's even been open over for 2 weeks, for heaven's sakes, and we're playing high school football. And rolling back to pass, under pressure, and trying to find an outlet man in the flat on the right side, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I heard they were going to rename the Super Bowl the Lombardi Trophy to the Tom Brady Trophy.
Yeah,
or at least give him one to take home with him. And build
yeah,
a new
maybe.
He's been in the league for 20 years, and he has 7.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And he's been to the Super Bowl 50% of his seasons that he's been a quarterback in the NFL, which is just unreal, the level of excellence.
Yeah, it really is. All right, we got 3rd and about 6 for the Turks. Under center, handoff over the right side, breaks a tackle, and comes up just a couple. It's going to be about 4th and 2.
Just a bit short.
Just a bit short. 4th and 2 for the Turks. So definitely a little less of a hill to climb than it was last time. It was 4th and 12 on their first series, and now they're down to about 4 and a long 2.5 maybe for the first.
They're coming up with their 8th play of the day, and they're averaging about a yard and a half.
So far,
But this is about getting the kids doing their jobs. Of course, the stronger, bigger athletes are going to, make things happen. But where do you go? What do you do? How do you run the play?
Right. And
that's a backwards. That was a backwards pass.
Yeah, it was. So and again, obviously, we don't have rosters. We don't have the players' height and weight and so forth. But it looks like Meridian's got some pretty good size on their defensive line there. And
is it just me, or do the football players seem to get younger every year?
I think it's just you. I don't know about you. I'm still as young as I was 20 years ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. This just look.
I look in the mirror and says, "Who is that old man staring back at me in the mirror?"
And I came in today and I'm like, "Where are the varsity players?" And I'm like, "This is all JV." And it turns out, no, these are young juniors and seniors in high school. And
I was talking with, Coach Rudd was saying, handoff, left side breaks a couple of tackles and head for a short gain. That's about a gain of about 4, almost 5 actually. That's a good play on the first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 5.5. Anyway, Coach Rudd was saying he's got a lot of good young skill players, freshmen, sophomores. So it's a group that he feels really good about that is going to, obviously if the kids stay with you and develop and continue and improve, it's a squad that he has real high hopes for here over the next couple of years. All right, and we want to again recognize our fans, the immediate family that was allowed, that went through the steps of ordering the, being chosen and ordering the seats and going through the attestations and doing the social distancing and being responsible to be here in the stands today to support our student athletes. Oh, that was a little misunderstanding there, and actually the ball came loose and was recovered by one of the Trojans. So that one didn't work quite so well. Now we do want to say, speaking of that, again, that we have just we're looking across at the stands right now. Just a smattering of fans are here. These are parents and so forth of the participants. Due to COVID-19 social distancing and so forth, we are not going to be able to have fans like we normally would. So that's why you come here to turkpride.tv. You can safely be at home, watch this on your mobile device, your home PC, your phone, whatever you want to do, in the comfort and safety of your own home, and you won't miss a beat. How cool is that, huh, Brian?
Well, yeah, and in the break of the action, we can also talk about some of the changes at TurkPride.tv and hit that subscribe button.
Yep.
We're excited about some developments over this year that we want to share with everybody.
Yep. All right, so we've turned over. The Trojans are now on offense, back to pass, and he's going to go deep for his first throw, and just overthrowing number 80. Down the left-hand sideline.
And I see a
I see a flag.
I see a flag. Is this going to go hashtag Turks first?
I don't know. That'll be interesting to see in that particular place, because the quarterback, when he let the ball go, there were some defensive players that were very close to him, so I'm not sure if they're going to rule this that the pass wouldn't have occurred, that he would have been sacked, or what they're going to do. But
I think that's probably what happened.
Yeah, I think the quarterback was definitely under some duress.
You know what? He threw the flag. That's still first down. That's
right.
The way that's going to.
All right. So Meridian's got two receivers to the left, two setbacks, handoff over the left side, hit almost immediately, breaks the tackle though, still on his feet, number 24, and dives forward for a short gain of about 3 yards. So nice, good heady running there by number 34 for the Trojans. But anyway, so yes, hit the subscribe button. Be here next Friday night, first home game. Yes, here, TurkPride.tv, and we appreciate you being with us here today as we kind of work out the kinks. And we're going to have, Dave, before next game, maybe we'll have the cameraman give a picture of our new palatial studios here on TurkPride.tv. We have our own new score booth, our press box here. Roll out to the right, number 17, the quarterback. Continue on his feet and throws and complete.
He was not over the line.
Very close, but not over the line. Caught by number 10 for the Trojans on the right-hand side. That's the south side line here at Sultan High School. So, yes, we've got a new home. Brian, what do you think of our new home?
Oh, I love it.
I mean, it's still a little rough around the edges. We got some work to do, but, man, this is just awesome to have our own place to call home here for TurkPride.tv.
Well, I think the coolest, it's make it your own and come in and turn it on, and
it's gonna be awesome.
Broadcast away. No spending a half hour, 45 minutes after a game is over, putting everything
away and tearing it down, bringing it back up. All right, so the Trojans march down the field after a nice gain. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Trojans at about the 23-yard line. Handoff on the left side. Hit immediately, but breaks the tackle, dives forward. That's number 20 for the Trojans, who picks up a nice gain on first down. It's going to be second down and about 5. Second down and about 5.
Now, I want to give a shout-out to the Deasons out there who are there watching Tyler Deason play football today in Texas. Yes.
That's awesome.
He's out there, guys. He's with us. We're excited to watch him be able to play again.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
And that's another story that we're going to chronicle quite a bit this year as he goes through everything.
Oh, the quarterback drops, hits his own player, number 11. The ball popped loose, but then he fell back on top of it. So the ball stays with the Trojans. Yeah, you're right, Brian. That's an excellent feel-good story, and we will have time to chronicle that in an upcoming broadcast. So there we go. 100. We got 100 viewers, Dave?
We got 100 viewers.
We got 100. Man, that is awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. We really appreciate you being here today. And we just enjoy what we do. We're just here because we love the kids and being here and being part of this. This is an all-volunteer effort, and we just appreciate you spending some time here with us on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Handoff on the left-hand side. Breaks a couple of tackles. Still on his feet. Nice run there by number 7. For the Trojans.
A little beast mode action going on.
He did. Pushed it forward, and that's a first down. It's going to move the sticks.
But see, the tackling and stuff like that, this is one of the reasons we have these jamborees is he needs to wrap up a little bit. He needs to wrap up a little better. And, maybe he's not as experienced as the other players. And he'll get that. Next time, he's going to wrap up better.
And these are great opportunities, again, to work against different players. You're used to working against your own teammates and stuff, and this just makes you better when you've got new opportunities and new challenges. Drop back, number 17 over the middle, fires it. Oh, broken up nicely, and falls incomplete. What is a jamboree? Well, a jamboree, again, today some people may have said, why aren't you just having a game? Well, the reason we're not having a game today is because you have to have a certain number of practices per WIA guidelines for it to be a quote-unquote game. So both teams did not have enough practice. I think it's 14, isn't it, Brian? Something like that?
Yeah, I think the snow last week had a lot to do with
and the
that.
weather and the shortened season.
This,
but anyway.
and this counts as a practice.
Yes, this is a practice. Essentially, this is a glorified practice is what this is. They're calling this a jamboree. It's a handoff over the left side, breaks the tackle, but number 20 still on his feet, and he's in for a touchdown for the Trojans.
See, you just got to learn how to wrap up and you know how to stick that shoulder, into the runner and bring him down. So that's something, you know, hopefully the coaches, you know, recording this or watch this on turkpride.tv, they'll say, okay, you got to wrap up or you've got to stick that shoulder in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're running really tough. What I've noticed so far from Meridian is they run hard, they lower their shoulders, and they're going to deliver a blow. And so you need to be ready as a defensive player to be ready for that collision, like you said, wrap up and be able to hang on and bring that runner down. All right, they're going to reset themselves back at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Number 17 under center.
He's going to throw again.
Yep, drops back to pass. Short little dump off on the right flat there, and covered nicely immediately by the Turks.
Nice rally to the football by the Turks.
Gain of about 9. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. And again, as we had said at the open, we do apologize, but we were not provided rosters today. So I do, you know, obviously the Meridian players are wearing their jerseys with their numerals, but we don't have a roster, unfortunately, to recognize these players. And the Turks are using their practice jerseys, so they don't have any numerals either. So we're just doing the best we can, and we appreciate your understanding. Number 17 walks up. Split backs for the Trojans. Hands off to the left side. Gets through cleanly through the first line. He's into the second line of defense and stopped by a host of Turks there, but not until a gain of about 8 yards there, Brian. So thus far the Trojans have been able to run the ball pretty successfully. And that's going to move the sticks. It's going to bring up a 1st down for Meridian. And for those of you who don't know, Meridian is way north, almost to the Canadian border, actually, is where that very close to Linden up there. And it looks like we're going to take a break. Is that must be at the end of the quote-unquote first quarter? Wow, okay. So we're going to take a break. It looks like that's going to kind of be our...
Hello, world. I'm on closed caption.
Our quarter break. So we will take this time also, too, to recognize some of our sponsors here on turkpride.tv. Brian, you want to recognize some of our sponsors here? We've got Windmill Espresso, I know.
Well, we didn't get to have a Windmill Espresso kickoff.
We didn't, because we didn't have a kickoff. But, no kicking game
And
today.
also the sponsors of our turkpride.tv player or most valuable player of the game, or turkpride.tv player of the game. Right across the street from Windmill Espresso, we have our Vic's Burger Shack.
Vic's Burger Shack.
Yeah.
And we do, and we have, and Windmill Espresso has been with us forever. Now I will say, though, Dave Moon placed an order earlier, and they had to call and Dave said, give me the Dave Moon, the special or whatever. And whoever was working didn't know what the Dave Moon special was. It's like, how is that possible? How is that possible?
Very sad day.
It was a sad day for Dave Moon when they didn't know. I mean, he was like, what do you mean you don't know me? What do you mean you don't know my order, right? I'm Dave Moon.
Well, we have some great sponsors here at Turk.
We do. And so again, we're looking forward to. So this is going to be interesting this year, Brian. We have these abbreviated seasons. We're basically taking mid-February through June and trying to squeeze 3 seasons into that short little period of time. So we're going to have football. The fall seasons are right now. Then we're going to go to spring seasons, and then finally winter seasons last. So there'll be a test later on at home, but we're going to have fall, spring, and then winter sports.
Well, you look at a sport like wrestling, and it's just not conducive to social distancing.
Yeah, I'm really.
Neither is football, but wrestling is all about
body contact.
And if you wrestle somebody with COVID,
you're going to get sick. Yeah.
Chances are.
And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that they get to do wrestling, but boy, like you said, Brian, wrestling is just going to be really, really hard. It's just going to be really, unless we get people vaccinated and really make some strides here in the next couple of months. I think wrestling is going to be really problematic to have a wrestling season.
I think he just popped his bubble.
I just said problematic. I didn't say it wasn't going to happen. I just said it was problematic. Just going to be problematic.
I know. I hold out hope for my Turks wrestlers, and you guys.
Well, we've got
anybody that's followed me for any amount of time knows the love that I have and you have for the Turk wrestling program, and the many Saturdays and many years you and I have come to do the Sultan wrestling tournament and on the air, and you doing the program,
scorekeeping and stuff for a number of years. Yeah, like I said, both of our sons went through that wrestling program and had great success and stuff. So yeah. But again, we're going to be doing the winter sports, wrestling and basketball, the last of the year, way in what would traditionally be the spring season, just because of the inherent high risk.
I'm hoping for a lot of Saturday games this year.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to turn it over, and the Turks are going to get an opportunity here on offense again. 1st and 10, starting at the 50-yard line.
Now you're going to see a little more rotation. Guys, that didn't get to play the first set of time on defense, they're out there now.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not. This is about getting kids experience,
Yeah, getting reps out there. Oh, fumble. And
Hunter Jones!
And there's a rugby scrum there on the ground. Let's see who comes away with it. And it looks like it was a Meridian player, actually, that number 55 with the recovery there. But Turks will retain possession, and it'll now be 2nd and 10 from the 50.
Hello, Miss Cheryl.
Greetings, everybody joining us, and hope our folks down in Texas are recovering from that just horrific ice storm and things they had down there.
I hope you have power and water that is not frozen.
Yeah, I feel badly for you folks. So hopefully you're on and things are getting better and improving down there in Texas. I have a good buddy of mine that lives down there as well too. So. But again, wherever you're joining us from here on TurkPride.tv, we appreciate you spending some time here this Saturday afternoon on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. 2nd and 10 for the Turks. Split backs. And it's a handoff over the left side, over the left tackle, and stopped for no gain there by a host of Trojans. So nice defensive stop there by Meridian. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Turks. So I heard that we've crossed the plateau of 100. Is that right, David, down there? Hundreds of... Oh.
Get your friends back on.
Hit that subscribe button. That's right. Hit that subscribe button. This is a shameless plug. Hit that subscribe button, right? 3rd and 10 for the Turks. Still sitting at right at the 50-yard line. And Coach Rudd's going to come up. And we are allowed, we mentioned earlier, they are allowing the coaches on the field. So this is really good. It's very much a teaching practice and working with these players.
And they rotated some different players in from the last time. And, it's just, it's where do I stand? How do I work with the guy next to me?
Yeah. How do you communicate? How do you know your assignments and all those things that you learn, especially when you have a young team. This is a young team the Turks have so far this year. Hand off, and that's no gain on the play. So it's going to be, as Coach Rudd was talking, he has a lot of young, skilled players, but they are young. I mean, and with a young team, you are going to have some growing pains with a young team.
Yeah, and with the younger players, they're not as strong.
Physically as
strong. So whereas a player that's maybe not as gifted, skill-wise, they're still strong.
Yeah, there's a huge change in these players a difference between a freshman and a junior. I mean, there's just an amazing amount of development, physical development that happens in these young men as they age.
Now, did I hear that correctly? That they're letting 8th graders play up a little bit?
Yes, they are letting some 8th graders play up, and so again, you might see some of these kids and say, "Man, he looks really small," and it's like, well, you might be seeing an 8th grader out there. And breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Nice run by the Turk player, and he jumps forward for about a 6-yard gain, but just short of enough needed for the first down. So that's going to turn it back over on downs. They're going to start with a fresh set back at the 50-yard line.
be a whole new transition for us being over here on the other side of the field.
The other side.
We're
technically on the visitor side here. Technically. Are you okay with that, Brian? We're technically on the visitor side right now.
Hashtag Turks first.
Hashtag Turks first. Yes, our new press box is located on the north side of the field, which is technically the visitor side. So we're looking straight across at the home stands, and again, we see a smattering of fans that are here today, obviously socially distanced, and these are the parents and immediate family of our participants. So we allowed a very limited, extremely limited number of fans to be in. Number 2 offense, thank you for that. So the Turks' number 2 offense is out here right now. Brian, so exactly what you were saying, subbing players in and getting kids opportunities. I think Coach Rudd was saying he has about 25, 26 athletes that have turned out this year. So
that means everybody gets to play.
Everybody gets playing time. You betcha.
Which is
which is good and bad.
I played for a AAA school in Seattle, Ballard.
Mm-hmm.
And now it would be considered a 4A school now with the amount of kids we had. And we had 22 players.
Wow.
Okay. And
is that the Ballard Beavers?
It was the Ballard
Beavers. The Beavs. The mighty Beavs.
And,
there you go.
Yeah, I played offense, I played defense, I played special teams.
Yep.
That's
what you do when you have a lot of players. All right, handoff for the Turks, and stopped immediately right at the line of scrimmage. And again, we're seeing the second team offense right now for the Turks, getting some reps out there. But you're right, Brian. I was small high school as well, and boy, you played both ways and special teams and everything. You played a lot. You got in good shape because you had to be in good shape because you didn't ever stand on the sidelines.
Yeah, half our practice was conditioning, just to keep us safe.
Yep. So I see Coach Rudd out there clarifying something with one of the other coaches. And this is, like I said, just a great opportunity. Much more beneficial to do something like this than just a regular practice. Getting a chance to get some looks against players you've never seen before and try out some things and just get yourself ready because the season starts next week.
It emulates the game day conditions a little, enough that the coaches can see how the players are responding.
Correct. Handoff. On the left side, cuts back over the middle for a short gain. It's going to be 3rd and about 9 for the Turks. So, I agree with you, Brian. It does, in a very simple way, try to kind of, as best you can, emulate a game situation. But next Friday night, it's going to be real. It's no more practices. It's time to get serious. Third and about 8.5 probably for the Turks. Why did we get it? Ryan Wagner asked, why did we get a new press box? Because,
as Dan put it, my ego wouldn't fit in the other one.
What a great answer, Brian. That's a really good answer. No. Yes, it was getting a little crowded over there. This is something we have wanted to do for 7-8 years. I mean, this is not some new idea. This has been a long developing process. That's a whole side story we won't go into right now. But anyway, all right, it's 3rd and about 8.5 for the Turks. Handoff on the right side, breaks up our tackle. Oh, nice run. Just short. He's going to be just short of a first down, but a gain of about 8 there over the right side by the Turks. Nice explosive run by that young man. So yes, we have our own home now. First floor is going to be a concession area and storage area that we will be using for softball, girls softball, because girls softball field is just right behind us. I'm turning around and now I'm looking at the girls softball. We have windows out both sides, so we can do broadcasting of girls softball game and boys football or football right here at the same time. So, and soccer. We can do it all right here on the new home for TurkPride.tv. All right, looks like we got another break here. And I would imagine Meridian's going to get a chance now for their second team offense to go out there and show what they can do. So we'll take just a little brief break and gather themselves. And again, we do thank you for being here on what's turned into been a beautiful day today. Gosh, the weather just cooperated. We were looking at the weather report. We thought, oh, it's just going to be cold and nasty and just generally unpleasant. And it has turned out to be just really a beautiful day. The sun has been out the whole time. Very pleasant conditions. And just been a really nice opportunity for these these players to get together, these student athletes to get together.
Maybe a chance to get those snow drifts melted in our yards.
Oh, boy, I tell you, I'm thank goodness the shoveling is finally over.
Oh, you shoveled this year.
Oh, I shoveled. Oh, my back definitely tells me I shoveled. Yes. Oh, yes.
I gave up on the shoveling idea and said, I'll just.
You just let Mother Nature do the work for you.
Yeah, I let Mother Nature take care of it.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, sun. Just keep staying out. Just keep melting. Sun and rain. And that's what we need, just to get rid of all that yucky snow.
Oh, what a good, feel-good moment for us, though. You know, football's back. The kids are back doing what they love. And
they are.
You know.
They are. And, you know, and it's taken a lot of effort, Brian, not only just for football here, but just in general, as far as getting kids back in person for instruction here in school. And Sultan is a way far ahead of a lot of schools as far as getting kids back for in-person instruction. That is so critical for the, you know, not only the educational needs but social emotional needs of these young people. And so we're really glad that we can start doing things, not only sports and extracurricular activities, but education and getting kids back in the classroom where they belong.
No, that's where they that's where they do. That's where they belong.
Yep, it is, and it's been a long road.
School is more than athletics. It's more than just learning.
Yep,
it's more than reading, writing, arithmetic. It's about social interaction. It's about learning to be a part of a team. It's about
just growing as a human
failure,
being.
Yeah, dealing with failures and successes and learning how to learn. And
all right, so we got the second team offense for Meridian, number 11, the quarterback under center. Man in motion to the near side here, drops back to pass. We got a flag flown.
I think we got some
offsides
illegal
motion. Yep. So they'll halt that play and line up and try it again. So we've got a whole host. Diamond Dave Moon, producer extraordinaire. So we got games coming up this week. What do we got on tap this week? Soccer, you said? Well, we'll have you check on that, and then we can give everybody an update so they know what to expect as far as broadcasts coming up this week. I know we got football next Friday, though. Less than a week from today.
I got my vacation day in.
Friday Night Lights. Yes, we will be here, so we'll be playing for real. All right, first down again for the Trojans. Man in motion to the near side, number 24. And number 11's a keeper by the quarterback. Breaks a tackle over the right side, still on his feet, and about a gain of about 8, almost 9 yards there for that young man. So a nice run on the quarterback keeper over the right side. And again, we want to thank you for spending time here on a Saturday afternoon on TurkPride.tv for myself and my co-host Brian Atkinson and executive producer extraordinaire Diamond Dave Moon. You've joined us here.
Draven
Teal upstairs on the deck. On the deck?
On the top of the deck.
David,
oh
I heard
gosh.
We got to figure out what the name. That's we got to come up with a kitschy name though for the deck. We have a third deck here in our new home. That's where Draven, our handy cameraman, is up there. Drop back by number 11 over the right side, complete, but dropped immediately. That's complete to number 47 for the Trojans. But good coverage there by the Turks, but not until after enough yardage for a first down for Meridian. All right, they're going to move the sticks. But yes, we are looking forward to lots of good times here as we broadcast on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. First down and 10 for the Trojans. Twin receivers to the right. Quarterback drops back. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication. Ball's on the ground, and the Turks pick it up. And if that had been a real game, that would have been a turnover right there, Brian. The Turks recovered that fumble, and it goes over to the men in blue.
I give a shout out to our Nebraska friends, the Margmans.
Margmans,
Derek is on. He's a member. He's a founding member of the Bryan's bunch.
And my daughter sent me a text. She was on there watching for a while as well too. So, yeah, we got all kinds of people.
I miss you guys.
We are just so thankful to be able to bring this to you today. Again, this is just really a labor of love. It's something that we enjoy doing. It's an all-volunteer effort, and we hope, especially given all the restrictions and all the hardships that we've had over the past year, an opportunity to watch these young athletes play and have some fun. We hope it brings you some enjoyment today as well.
This is going to be a pass to the left.
4 wide receivers, and yes, to number 13, but incomplete. But Brian, you called that one. That was pass over to the left flat.
Yeah, it's the corner in me coming out looking at this. Yeah.
There you go.
I'll tell you that, in my mind, I would have stepped in front of it and taken it for a pick six.
Pick six.
I don't think that's the way it played out when I played.
All right. So it's now 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. Again, starting at the midfield stripe. And come up to the line of scrimmage. Split backs. 1 receiver to the near side, number 19.
Now this time I
think a man in the
they're
slot.
Probably going to run it to the right this time.
Yeah, it looks like a running formation. It's going to be handoff. You're correct, over the right side, right tackle, but stopped immediately there by 3 or 4 of the men in blue for
the man
essentially
with the gold backpack.
Yes, essentially just a gain of about 1. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 9 for the Trojans.
Nice read and tackle there by the Turks. And you know what I always say, hashtag Turks first. Yep.
All right, yes. There we go. A shout out to Tyler Deason's aunt from Port Angeles.
Trish Adams on the Hunter Jones. We're glad to be back on the air.
We are glad to be heard, right?
Now, I heard through the Hunter Jones went to college somewhere. I think it was Central.
Go Wildcats.
Yeah,
if it's a Central, go Cats.
I think it's Central.
There you go. Gotta love the Cats, baby.
Why don't
Complete
you
to number 10.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Hunter.
Tackled for a loss there. Nice play by the Turks. Good coverage. And yes, that's going to bring up now 4th and 10. So they're right back to the midfield stripe. Yeah, it's interesting, Brian, is, we have this opportunity today. It's how much we kind of took the simple things for granted, and when you don't have those anymore, how much you miss them. And it's great just to be able to be back here and watching these young people out having fun and enjoying themselves on a beautiful day. Beautiful day.
Gold backplate is Hayden Murphy, of course. Thanks, Kristen Dutz. I found a way to talk to my peeps.
There we go. 4th and 10 for the Trojans. Handoff. We got a whistle. Play blown dead. All right, they're going to replay 4th down.
Oh, we've got Kathleen Dahlbeck on the broadcast today. Welcome back, Kathleen.
Christina says, I believe the one with the gold backplate is Hayden Murphy.
All right.
Hayden Murphy. Oh, yes, Hayden. I remember him as just a wee little lad. He's not a wee little lad anymore.
Not anymore. All right, 4th and 10 for the Trojans from the midfield stripe. Drop back number 11. Looking, throws
it
deep.
up.
It's man's open, but overthrows. The intended receiver was number 28 for the Trojans, but outside of his outstretched hands.
That was that was a catchable ball.
It was a good-looking ball. It hung up there nicely.
He just
overthrew it.
If the receiver had seen it a little bit sooner and ran to it, he would have had a chance to get it.
Yeah.
But that being said, the Turks, good defense by the Turks.
But you're right. Very, very catchable. Looked like a very nice, softly thrown ball. I think the young man had a good arm. That was a good throw.
Well, there was no Oregon Duck wobble on it.
No, that was a good 30 yards in the air, and so that was a nice throw, especially for a player at this level.
I had to get my anti-duck a dig on there. You know that. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Hand off to the left side. Number 28 breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Oh, nice hit there, delivering a blow, and a nice run of about 14, 15 yards for that young man. That's going to move the sticks for the Trojans. I thought you were saying you're getting a dig in on the Ducks because you're a Beavs fan. Being a Ballard Beaver, an OSU fan.
I'm a big Husky fan.
Oh, okay, I'm just giving you a hard time there, Brian. I thought you were an Oregon Beav fan.
No, I only spent 1 year at Ballard. So.
All right, so it's first down now from the 35 for the Trojans.
I loved going to high school so much I had to go to 3 different ones. So
high school never ends, right?
Absolutely. Bowling for soup.
Bowling for soup, 1985.
Oh boy! Oh, you're in rare form today, Dan.
Oh, you betcha!
I've missed you.
Oh, hey, I have just been saving up material for months. It's like a year just accumulating, superfluous, stuff.
And I want to give my condolences to our listening audience right away. No, I'm probably more cornier than you are. So.
Well, I think we complement each other pretty well. All right, so we've got another break in action here. I think
why we have a break in action, I want to tell you, you know why lobsters have no friends?
No.
Because they're shellfish.
We've got to have. Oh, there we go. That was the press. That's some views of the new press box. Brian, walk us through the pictures here on the new press box.
Well, we got these are our new digs, guys. We're just showing it to you there. It's streaming through for you. Right now we got the top where the cameras are going to go. There's our press box in there. And, of course, Dave Moon upside down. That's but, yeah, that's some good stuff.
That is good stuff. We're very excited. It's been long awaiting.
It would have been nice to have it when we, within a year after we placed the order, but...
Ooh, that's a zing there on Dave Moon. Ooh.
Oh, I don't think so. I
gave Dave Moon plenty of grief over the years.
But
he has the last laugh.
But a shout out to Andrea Fuller. Both of us never believed this day would come.
Yeah, well, like I said, it gives us all our space to do our thing, and no, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And it's going to give an opportunity for girls softball to really get, the attention that they deserve as well, too, and be able to broadcast those games and do PA announcing, because they'll be doing a public address from this booth as well, too, for girls softball, which we really haven't had a way of doing public address before. So that's going to be great for the ladies to have that recognition and make it nice for the fans for girls softball. All right, so we're going to
hit that subscribe button. And, we at TurkPride.tv, I'm going to be a shameless plug. We can always use your help. If you would like to donate, please contact Dave Moon in care of the Sultan School District. We can use any and all funds that you would like to donate to TurkPride.tv so we can continue to bring you this action and build this thing back up to where...
And we promise none of it will go towards Brian's overly bloated contract. We promise none of that. No, I'm just joking. So, no, with that being said, though, we want to talk as far as advertising here on TurkPride.tv because, Brian, you got to realize we're going to have limited numbers of people in the stands. So that means the only option really that you have is you have to put up with us here on TurkPride.tv to watch these games. So business owners out there, you are going to have an audience of local fans that are going to be watching, and you're going to have an opportunity for that captive audience to put out your name and your information about your business here on TurkPride.tv. So reach out to Dave Moon. Advertising opportunities. This is going to be, we're going to break the records. We're going to break the internet this year, Dave, with as many subscribers and people that are going to be tuning in for the broadcast starting this coming Friday.
Well, I think one of the best things that when I think of people donating is that grandfather that lived in California. Handwritten check for $250 is sent it to turkpride.tv, care of the school, with a letter that said, "Thank you so much for being able for me to watch my granddaughter play basketball from another state."
Yeah,
that's what we're here for at turkpride.tv.
It makes it all worthwhile. All right, screen pass over to the right.
Ooh,
nice job. Good. So, but yeah, Brian, I didn't mean to catch up. But no, that's the reason we're here.
Yeah. Nice play. That's one of the better plays for offense for the Turks. I think the first team offense is back on the field.
Yep. And I know that when my son and daughter were doing it, we had family that was in California, Idaho, that would tune in and watch. Just same type of thing you're talking about, opportunities that they would never have had otherwise. So that's a big reason why we do this, is to give you an opportunity. And the COVID thing this year, that's just a whole nother level of reason for this to be here. So people can safely still watch the kids.
In order to bring this to you, we do have to ask for your help. And
yep, it allows people just to stay home and be safe and still watch. Ooh, nice pressure there by number 20 on a blitz. But
there he goes!
He's still on his feet. Nice run. All right, so it breaks down past the 25-yard line down to about the 22. Biggest offensive play for the Turks today.
Who was that masked man?
Now, if we had a roster, we could just give him some props, right? But we don't have Whoever that young man was, we think he did a heck of a job, right?
Absolutely.
First down for the Turks, moving the sticks. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, is that the first down the Turks have had today? Yeah. I think it is. So a nice play, nice offensive play.
We had another one called back because quarterback
was in the grasp. Yes, so that was early on. Nice pass play, but the play was blown dead because the quarterback would have been in the grasp. All right, 1st and 10 for the Turks. The ball is sitting at about the 23-yard line of the Trojans. Oh, play is blown dead.
Legal procedure, I believe.
Yes.
No, just a wall.
Just a wall. Yeah. Boy, some people, Dave, are just never happy, are they? Brian's complaining that
where's my wireless? Where's my wireless headset?
Oh, he wants a wireless headset now. Oh my gosh. Jeez. See what we have to put up with here? Boy.
Can't work under these conditions.
I can't work under these conditions.
I mean, we were crammed into the press box on the other side.
The sardine can over there.
6 other people. And
yeah.
Outside.
In the cold, in the sub-zero temperatures. Yeah. So, all right, it's first and 10 for the Turks. Handoff on the right side, breaks the tackle, still on his feet. And dives forward for a gain of about probably 2-3 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 7 or 8 for the Turks.
All right.
Actually, that was a shorter gain than it looked like. It was a gain of just not even 1, actually. Difficult to see from our vantage point here, but
putting wireless headset on my wish list now.
Oh, jeez. Dave, what have we started? What have we created over here?
It's all about me.
Oh
no, it's always hashtag Turks first, everybody.
2nd down and still almost 10 yards for the Turks. And drop back to pass, turn.
He's open.
He's open.
And a catch.
Woohoo!
Down at the 4-yard line. Turks. First down.
First down, and the Turks are knocking at the door here. Nice completion.
Yeah.
Nice completion there.
They're knocking on the door of the goal line, something the Dallas Cowboys didn't do last year.
So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Turks from about the 4, it looks like about the 4-yard line. So this is the first opportunity to see if they can get the ball in the end zone today, Brian.
Now, Sarita, I was just trolling you. I apologize. She's a big Cowboys fan, Miss Sarita.
She is a big That's right.
I was just trolling you. I was just playing. just trolling a little bit.
All right, first and goal for the Turks. And delayed handoff. Ooh, boy, that was a dangerous one. Quarterback got there just a little bit late and barely got the ball handed off to the halfback, who was tackled immediately. Actually, a loss of yardage on that. Loss of yardage on that play.
Now you see the bigger, older players coming into the game. Now they're down near the goal line.
Yeah, that was a loss on the play there. It's now second and goal from the 8-yard line.
So this would be a good time to do a play action up the middle, roll to the right, and give the quarterback a option to either throw it to a receiver going to the out into the flat on the right, or take it in himself.
Yeah, there's a lot of room there on the right-hand side. And again, some room to maneuver being at the 8-yard line here. Second
that's
down.
Not what they're going to run here, though.
Handoff inside, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and he's going to be just short.
Just a bit short, about the
1 yard line. So here you go. This is the first big test right here.
Good eyes over there.
First big test. It's going to be third and goal from about the 2. About the 2, yeah. But Dave Moon out there on the veranda. Dave Moon's on the veranda there, getting us a better.
If I had a wireless headset, I could be outside with Dave.
Oh, Dave, see what you've done. Don't feed into it, Dave. He's gonna want everything here. All right, third down and 2 for the Turks from the 2.
Well, we're gonna get our own set of chairs now too, right?
Yeah. Want those director's chairs with the arms? Is that the kind we want?
No, I want For softball, we need a recliner up on the top deck with a beverage holder.
All right. Receiver split wide to the right.
This will probably be what I told you.
Yeah,
earlier.
throw it up in the right-hand side.
He rolls. He rolls. He's going to run it in.
Keep it in. Oh, but he fumbled.
That's okay. It's a touchdown. He was
over. He broke the line.
See? That's the play they needed to run.
Yep. And it was successful.
Oh, did they bring it back?
Oh, okay. So they bring it back.
Okay, so the play worked.
So it is now fourth down. Okay, so play was called back. Fourth down from the 7-yard line. 7-yard line, looks like. Okay.
That's too bad. They must have had a holding penalty or something.
Yeah, something.
But it was the right play and it worked.
It did. It had some good room there and was able to keep the ball and looked like he had crossed the plane of the goal line. Ball did pop loose, but the play was called back.
All right, but you can still run the same play.
Just about in the same position as they were, but now fourth down and goal for the Turks. Handoff up the left side. And no go there. So tackled almost immediately for no gain for the Turks. So a nice drive that comes up just a bit short, and they'll go back and reset themselves at the 50. So next Friday night, be here. Hometown Turks will be having their first league game, first of 5 games.
I hear Caden Hardwick is out there today.
Is that right? Well,
yeah.
Welcome thank you for being here today. We appreciate you spending a little time here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
He's out there playing. Caden Hardyard is out there today.
All right. So we appreciate all of you that are tuning in here today on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. So we're going to switch things around. The Turks are going to be on defense. The Trojans will be on offense, starting from the 50-yard line, first and 10 for Meridian.
How we doing out there, Dave?
Yeah, question. Derek Smartman. So are the playoffs
Playoffs?
We just want to play a game.
We just want to win a game.
We just want to play a game.
Exactly. I don't know.
And the screen pass to the right.
Oh, we got flags all over the place. Still on his feet. Nice run, though, by number 7. I don't know the format as far as for postseason, what they're going to do as far as postseason this year. That's a good question, Derek. I don't know the answer to that. We will endeavor to find out and let you know next Friday as far as what the plans might be for postseason.
You have your homework.
I do. Our homework is to find out from Mr. Sifferman what postseason plans might be.
Yeah, well, he's going to know.
Playoffs? Playoffs?
Alrighty.
All right, we are back again. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Number 17 takes the snap, hands off on the right side, and tackled almost immediately after a gain of maybe 1. Nice play by the interior line of the Turks.
Looks like we've got the first team offense and defense out there again. Tyler Deason out there.
And again, we'd like to thank the parents that came today and went through the steps to get their attestations done and are socially distant and sitting up in the stands supporting their student athletes today. We appreciate you being here in person, and we really appreciate all of you that are here online with us. Nice protection. Ball's up in the air. Nice catch by number 80, and he is in for the touchdown. Nice play by that young man. So completion, number 17 to number 80 for the Trojans for the 6 points.
So this is one of those learning moments for these young kids.
Yep.
You know, the ball was in the air. The defender had good defense.
Yeah, Coach Murphy's right out there working with him right now.
He's like, just step in front of the ball.
Yep. He's like, that you could have made a play or deflected that. You know, I'm trying to make a teaching moment out of it.
Yep.
All right. So they'll reset back at the 50. But a nice throw, nice catch, and 6 points for the Trojans.
Yeah. While we wait for him, the little wrestling information for you. I'm hearing that there will not be any Saturday tournaments this year. They'll only be doing duels.
Wow.
If we get to that point. So no Sultan Invitational this year.
Oh, that's too bad. Hand off on the right side. And actually quarterback keeper faked the dive. Quarterback kept the ball and wrapped up after a gain of about 2. So that'll be tough for you, Brian. I know how much you enjoy that that endeavor every year with the Sky Valley Invitational. Second down and about 6. Ball sets at the 46-yard line for Meridian.
I started a cowboy bash. That's a
throw
nice
over
screen.
the flat, number 34. Nice screen. Oh, boy. Nice tackle, but close to being out of bounds. That tackle.
That's a nice tackle by, that might be.
Is that young Mr. Murphy?
I think it might be Caden Hardwick.
Oh.
We don't know. But that's a typical Caden Hardwick hit.
There you go. All right, so it's that, but the outcome of that is a first down for the Trojans. So the ball sits currently at about the 37-yard line of the Turks. Handoff, left side. Hit. Oh, nice hit there by one of the Turk players. And that's a short gain for the Trojans.
So one of the cool things is that we are multi-streaming over Facebook and YouTube right now.
Facebook, YouTube, we're everywhere. Turkpride.tv. We've taken over the internet today. We're going to break the internet today. We're going to try. All right. Second down. Drop back, number 17. Oh, nice deflection.
Nice job.
Nice deflection. That's what they teach you.
Who was that masked man?
That's they teach you. Get your arms up, and occasionally good things happen.
I believe that is Mr. Deason. Is that not Mr. Deason just did
Could
that?
Could be. Yep, you get your hands up in the air and good things can happen, and that's what happened right there. A nice deflection by the interior line of the Turks. Brings up third down for Meridian.
It'll be interesting for me to hear how Tyler feels tomorrow after playing today.
Yep.
They're going to pass on this.
Single setback.
Probably going to pass to the left here in the flat. Nope.
Nope. Handoff up the middle, or on the left side. Nice tackle there by the Turks.
Obviously, the man with the gold plate is the gold standard for defense today. Okay. Hard Yards is back, everybody.
There you go.
Peyton Hard Yards. I need to get a T-shirt made with Hard Yards on it and give it to him.
He's got the golden shield on his back there. It's going to be fourth down, and just a little over 5 yards for the Trojans.
Yeah, this will be another pass.
In the Trojans.
They're probably going to throw it to the flat on the right there, but no, they're going to line up with 2 receivers on the left. That doesn't mean that the tight end's not going to take off to the left down there, but I think they're going to throw it to the right.
Roll back, straight drop back, screen.
I was right on the first one.
Screen over the right. Oh, nice break.
Yeah,
broke tackle.
Coming back for holding though.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold most likely, but nice play, nice run by number 11 to the end zone. But I think this one's going to come back.
Yeah. So I had it half right on what play they were going to run. They still threw it to the flat to the tight end, but it wasn't really. It was more of a throwback. You know, he rolled left and then threw to the
He did. It was a straight drop back, and then he kind of dropped the ball over into the flat for a screen on the right side.
A little bit of a misdirection there.
And number 11 had a good effort by number 11, but it was all for naught, and it comes back, and they're going to replay fourth down. And it's going to be 4th and 10 for the Trojans. For the men of Troy, all right?
Well, the Trojans, you know, and Meridian and Sultan have been playing each other for years. At one time, we were in the same Northwest League together.
Wow.
You know, years ago, and then we went to the Cascade Conference, and then the Cascade Conference is no more.
Disbanded.
And now remember the Emerald Sound League?
Emerald Sound Conference, yeah, our league. Nice run, number 20. He's still on his feet, turns the corner, and knocked out of bounds on the far side, but not until about a 20-yard gain there. Nice play by the Trojans. And Meridian in their road whites with the black pants. Turks in their home dark blues with the white lettering today. And again, we want to encourage you, ask you to subscribe. If you like the program that you're seeing right now, just hit that subscribe button down there at the bottom of the screen. Really helps us get our likes and our subscribers up, which helps ever so much as far as continuing to bring this programming to you. And we need to get a lot of subscribers because Brian's contract, you know, costs us a lot of money every year.
0 times 0 is still 0.
0 this year, but twice as much next year, right, Brian?
Twice as much.
Twice as much. Double that salary every year. It's doubled every year. 0, and we doubled it the next year.
We double 0 to 0.
Nice. Way to stay on his feet. Number 34 turns a corner, still on his feet, and he's in for the touchdown. Nice run by number 34 for the Trojans. Nice play by that young man. Hard running around the left side. And I would say, I don't know, as I'm looking over at the stands too, as far as parents in attendance today, I would say maybe 40 or 50 people maybe over there. Yeah, 40 probably-ish. All socially distanced. I would imagine as a parent, I would be just absolutely thrilled to be able to sit there up in the stands.
Yeah, about 30 of them.
Yeah, I'd just be thrilled to actually be able to sit there and watch my son play today in person. But for those of you that are not so fortunate, maybe you don't have a student athlete actually on the team this year, this is where you need to be on turkpride.tv. Sit there in the comfort of your own home underneath your blanket with your fuzzy slippers on, being comfortable, and just sit back, relax, and enjoy. You have found your way to the home for all things Sultan Athletics, turkpride.tv. All right, so we're having a little coaches meeting here. I'm not sure, are we done or, well, are we, is that it? Are we finished?
It looks like we're going to go offense, defense one more time.
Are we going to go one more time, or are we finished for the day? We apologize, folks. We're kind of winging it here. We didn't get a lot of, we didn't get a script beforehand. Yeah, I think you're right, Brian. I think we're going to give her one more go here. It looks like Meridian's bringing a defense out on the field, and Turks will bring out an offense and at least give them one more chance. So again, the format was a little loose when we got here today. We didn't have any rosters. We really didn't have a firm idea of the format, so we do appreciate you kind of hanging with us.
Well, they kind of threw this together yesterday.
This was pretty short notice, yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we found out yesterday that we needed to be here.
Yeah. In full disclosure, I called Dave. I found out it was like on about Wednesday. I said, "Hey, there's going to be a jamboree on Saturday. Do you think we can pull something together?" And Dave's like, "Oh no, I can't do that." And then like on Friday, it's like, you know, you realize it is at home. He goes, "Oh, I thought it was at Meridian." Dave wasn't willing to drive to Meridian, but when we told him it was here in Sultan, all of a sudden his schedule freed up a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Good job, Dave. But yeah, we did. We were able to kind of pull it together last minute, and I'm, jeez. I don't know about you, but I was just like sitting at home watching TV. So it's like, let's come do this. This is a lot more fun.
I was studying for a test.
Hand off on the right side.
A test that I almost had to come to you with a couple concepts.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's right. You got the big. Is that tonight?
Yeah.
Big test?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Make or buy decisions, safety margin.
Brian studying accounting, managerial accounting, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's my last class to pass till I get my degree in business management.
There you go. Well, good luck tonight, Brian. Good luck.
It's been a rough go.
Yeah, I can imagine. And COVID's made everything tough. All right, handoff here. Over the left side, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, dives forward for a gain of about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Turks.
Let's go, Turks! Hashtag Turks first.
Hashtag Turks first.
Still need to make up a shirt. We should, Dave, we should just have some shirts made up, and anybody that donates $20 to the turkpride.tv can have a Turk Pride hashtag Turks First blue shirt. Donate $20, we'll get you one. Right?
And then what, for an extra 5 you autograph it, or?
I'll autograph it for free. Anybody wants my autograph.
All right. Drop back to pass. Up, and blowing the play dead here before we get started.
They blew the play. The blown play dead.
The blown play dead, yes.
Yeah.
The blown play was blown dead.
Yeah, I think you could say they kind of blew it on the execution. Yeah.
They did.
Are you ready for some football?
Yes, we are. This just whets your appetite just a little bit. Just whet your appetite.
We'll get, next Friday we'll have more set up here. We'll have our rosters. We'll know. And I believe it's the Black and Blue Bowl next Friday.
I believe it is. That's right, boy.
Granite Falls is coming.
Starting the season out with the Black and Blue Bowl. Wow, this is just knock things off with a bang. Started with a bang right there.
Granite Falls is coming in.
The Tigers of Granite Falls coming to Sultan to play the hometown Turks. That's always a good game, Black and Blue Bowl.
We haven't been on the air for so long. We've been on the air for over an hour, and I'm just like, I'm getting tired.
Ready for a nap?
Yeah, I'm
Brian, are we keeping you awake here? Or, sorry, we didn't mean to keep you awake. All right, 3rd and 5 for the Turks from the 45. Handoff over the right tackle and dropped almost immediately. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and 5 for the Turks.
Yeah, the execution is just delayed.
It is.
It's like, where do I go? What do I do? How do I get there? And then when you start knowing what to do, where to go, and how to do it, it then changes. And you hit the hole a little quicker.
Mm-hmm.
You get there before the defender. Those little things start to happen.
Well, I think that there's always kind of the old adage that early on in the season, the defense has a little bit of an advantage because offense, like you said, requires a little bit more coordination, a little bit more timing, where defense is, a lot of times it just boils down to going out and hitting people, and wrapping up and bringing people down.
Look at the size of that defensive line.
Yeah, number 51, 65, both are good-sized boys. And, yep, that's what happened right there. Just kind of collapsed in the offensive line, and that was a loss on the play for the Turks. And so are we going to reset back to first down? Yeah. Our down marker guy has pulled the down marker. Well, let's see what we got here.
Going to give him a first down.
They're doing a measurement. That's what they're doing. They're doing a measurement.
Normally they do. Normally
Yes.
they do this from this side, but they didn't have enough to make it happen. So the coach, I think there's a coach is helping.
Well, and I think part of it, Brian, had to do with keeping Sultan people on one side of the field and Meridian people on the other side of the field.
No, I got a great
too.
chain gang story for you.
Yeah.
We went to a varsity football game at Archbishop Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
And we were playing Archbishop Murphy that night, and I walked in. At the time, I wasn't on the coaching staff, and I walked in to just watch the game,
Mm-hmm.
Turks versus Archbishop Murphy. And I walked in, the athletic director looked at me, recognized me, and the next thing you know, I am doing the chains.
Wow.
As a Turk fan walking through the door, the athletic director recognized me as somebody that would know what to do and recruited me to do
to
the
be
chain.
on the chain gang.
And I got to watch the game from the sidelines.
Wow. So you were back on the chain gang.
Yeah. Oh boy. Chrissy Hines.
Yeah, a little pretenders there
You're
for you.
just being a little bit of a pretender over there.
Yeah, I'm just pretending. Yeah, that's right. Now, okay, so the Turks
Well,
went
that's
over
okay.
to
I
the
got some brass in my pocket.
brass
over
in
here.
pocket, middle of the road.
Yeah.
Now the Turks went over to the sideline. Meridian is still out on the field now. Meridian's going over to the sideline. So
I think we're done.
are we done?
I think we're done.
I think it looks like we might be done. Yep, looks like the rest of the players are going to come out. And yep, and I think that, the chains are done, and we are done. So, Jamboree, Brian, overall, what are your thoughts today on what you saw?
Well, you got to see some Turks flash.
Mm-hmm.
You got to see, we got to see the Caden Hard Yards of the
So
his name's Card. I'm going to call him Hard Yards.
Just brief glimpses. Yeah, there was just we saw some glimpses of some.
And I think that the coaches know they got some stuff to work on. They got to work on staying with your assignment. They got to work on wrapping up when you tackle, going through. But
I think pass coverage too. There was a few little breakdowns in some pass coverage today too.
the coverage was good. It was just the technique at the end.
Yeah.
And when you haven't played football in a year and a half, 2 years.
It's hard.
So this is normally we're in the end of the second season of winter sports right now.
And you got a very young squad too. He's got a lot of freshmen. We've got some 8th graders playing up. I mean, for heaven's sakes, you got a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores. I think the sophomores are going to be relied upon to play a big role this year.
Now, because I can't see who's out there, I mean, I do know that Kobe Keeler was supposed to be out there today.
Uh-huh.
And I believe Caden Keeler was also coming up as an 8th grader today. So, a chance for them to play high school football together. What a memory for their family. And those kinds of things. So, that being said, I am just excited to be back on the air with you.
Yeah, and likewise, it was great. It felt it felt like it hadn't been as long as it has been, if that makes sense. It kind of felt natural again. So
Well, we've been doing this for 4 or 5 years together now.
yeah, quite
Actually,
longer than I'd like to.
We started in 2011 is when you and I started.
Oh my gosh.
When you and I started.
Wow. That's
2011.
That
so
seems
it's
a long
been 10
time
years,
ago.
10 years you and I
Oh
have
my
been doing
gosh,
this
that
together.
seems like too long ago. But no, it's the players are there out the midfield. Looks like the coaches are kind of having a little talk with both the squads, and it was good to see these two teams get together today and get some really valuable work in. I know it's myself being a former coach, Brian, you being a coach previously, this is good valuable instructional time and today that they had. They're out there cheering for each other, and that's great to see the sportsmanship and so forth.
Oh,
You are more than welcome.
You're more than welcome. We love having hard yards out here.
Yep. It is, we hope you enjoy it. What I like to say is we hope you enjoyed it just as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. So, next Friday night.
Yeah.
We've made your plans for you for next Friday night.
Absolutely.
All right.
I got the day off from work. I'll be here.
All right. So, Brian, any last comments before we sign off?
As always, Turks first.
Turks first. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next Friday night here on TurkPride.tv for the Black and Blue Bowl on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Good night.